Okay, my love. So here is my honest opinion about mobile notary or office-based notary for beginners. Now, you can charge additional fees either way for general notary. Be sure to check the laws in your state, but a lot of states do not have verbiage that say that you cannot charge an admin or a processing fee, as long as you can list out what those fees are. Okay? But check the laws in your state. My personal opinion, I would do both if I could, right? I would be a mobile notary and create a Google business profile that lets people know I am mobile. And if you are in a state that will allow you to do remote online notarizations, that's the same thing as sitting in an office doing doggone notaries in the office. It's the exact same thing. The thing is, when it all comes down to it, Rons make the exact same amount of money as the people who are running all around town make. I did a study with my friend, Death Row Records, Sean Cofield, and he makes the exact same amount of money. So either one is great. But here's how you get to the real money. Create a relationship with a title company. If I were to sit in an office all day long as a notary, I want to be doing the highest paying jobs possible. When you get with a builder as a notary signing agent, and you sit down and they have certain days where they're closing their loans, right? You get with their title company and you sit there and close those deals all day. Oh, mon frere. That is the money. Back to back to back. You don't have to leave. You have lunch in that builder's office or in the title company's office. Like, I know Lennar does it, and there are some other title companies and builders that do it as well. But that is the cheat code. So you have to get to the point where you are building relationships with builders and you're sitting in one spot closing loans. General notary jobs, it kind of depends. If I had to do a general notary job and sit at a hospital, I would do it because you can charge more at hospitals. Why? You are going to a place, I know at least in Texas, we have the largest medical center, one of the largest in the whole nation. You're dealing with sick people, so you have to wait. That's your time. Your time is worth more than $10. So your time, 9 times out of 9, people do not know how to tell you to get to where they are when they are in a hospital, and their family definitely doesn't know how to tell you. So you're going to be lost, and you're probably going to lose your car. So get your nerves together. So you got to wait on these people because they're sick. You have to walk around lost, and it's a time-consuming job that requires a lot of empathy. Okay, so what would normally take you maybe 10, 15 minutes can end up taking you 30 to 45 minutes to an hour doing the same thing because the individual is sick and depending on the paperwork. So if I were to sit at a hospital and notarize documents, and I'm just the notary for the hospital, and they call and I'm there, whatever floor, because I've built that relationship with the people on each floor and with the hospital, I would definitely do that job. I charge anywhere from $75 to $100 or more per person. And you do 5 or 6 of those in a day, man, and you are great. But everybody needs to know you. That means what? You have to market your services. You have to market it to the general manager of the hospital, to the nurses on the floors, to everybody that you can. See, if you are going to sit in one place, you got to make it worth your while and do the higher paying jobs when you're sitting in one spot. And even the RON jobs, the remote online notary jobs, they pile up, right? So the money accrues. You sitting in one spot, but it takes you 10 minutes to do the job. So how many jobs can you do in 10 minutes? So when you talk about mobile notary versus a notary sitting in the office, I would say to get business number one that you aren't looking for, you have to have a Google business page. Straight off the riff. No negotiation. Nobody is looking for your website. You need one. Don't get me wrong. But when they are looking for a notary, they are looking on their phones and typing in notary near me and then your city or state. So notary near me, Houston, Texas. They didn't type in Miss Maybell's mobile notary service. So you have to have a Google business page. You come up first, second, third on the Google business page. They call you. You can either do remote online, or you can have them meet you in a location like a Starbucks. You don't necessarily have to go to their houses. Because I'm going to tell you something. Anytime I have to go to somebody's house for a $50 to $100 job, it don't feel as comfortable to me as doing loan signings. Loan signings, they got a lot on the table. Just general notary, not so much. So my whole family has my Find My location, okay? They know where I am, and I'll call a few of them and say, hey, I'm going into a notary job. If I ain't out in an hour, call the police. Because you just don't know whose house you're going into. And I have mace and other, things to keep me safe, but it's not as safe of a feeling when you're not doing loan signings and you're doing general notary work and going to people's houses. So if that individual is not incapacitated, have them meet you at a Starbucks or somewhere in public where you can sit down, quickly notarize that job and go on about your business, honey. Okay? But here's the thing. Don't turn down no work. If it's remote, if it's mobile, if it's sedentary where you sit in an office, baby, do it all. That's my opinion. Get your money. That is the name of the game at the end of the day. That's why we're doing this. If the price is right, the client is willing to pay you, and however you can best meet their need, do the job. Because that flexibility will set you apart from everybody else. And answer your phone, because 9 out of 10 of these people ain't even answering the phone. So you won by answering your phone. The scam likely calls and all of that, baby, answer your phone every single time it rings, because it may be money on the other line. So answer the phone. Very important. All right. I pray that this helped. I am rooting for you. Listen, you can do this. You can set yourself free, because it's enough money to do it. All right. The only thing with remote, sometimes people aren't as computer savvy. So you need to make sure that when you're offering that as a solution, that they are computer savvy, or they have someone around them that will be savvy enough to help them through the process. It's not hard, but sometimes people are so scared of the computer, baby, they make everything hard. All right. So I love you to life. If you have more questions, put it in the comments, like this video, share it with everybody you know. TJ is rooting for you. And if you want a community that's doing the same thing that you're doing right now, we meet Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and my community gets a chance to ask me questions live and in person for things that they are dealing with right now. If that's something that you're interested in, look below. There's a link for our Success Circle Mastermind 7-day free trial. You can come see if you like it. Plus, there's a whole bunch of just awesome material in there. All right. I love you to life. I'm looking forward to working with you. Looking forward to seeing you win. God bless.